CQ Parks on the air. CQ Parks on the air. This is Whiskey 2 Hotel Romeo Charlie. Welcome to the Ham Radio Clubhouse.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Ham Radio Clubhouse. How are you? How are you?
That is so awesome. That is so awesome. Joe Bro is incredible.
I want to see a 1 in the chat for everybody who was doing air guitar for the 2 minutes before we came on. So put them in there. I want to see it because I know I was doing this in the background. But anyway, welcome to the Ham Radio Clubhouse again. I hope everyone's doing well. Hope you had a great weekend. I'm going to start, as usual, with Daniel. Sir, how are you? It's Tuesday. I know it's a beginning of your week. How's it going, my friend?
Good. What a great thing to be here tonight. I love coming to. I look forward to Tuesday nights.
Me too.
So, yes. Everybody who's here watching, thank you so much. It's just a great thing. I just want to give a shout out to. I got 2 this week. I got Keith. I got your card for our contact. Thank you so much for that. And also for Tom, Oscar November 7, Delta Charlie. Thank you so much. And look at this. I don't know if anybody else who gets a QSL card from this guy gets this like plastic cool thing. But I like to pretend like I'm the only one who got it and just say I feel special. Thank you so much.
It's all fancy and stuff.
That's nice. I like that.
And then to the companies who send me bills, well, I can't say what I want. No, I'm joking. But it's good to be here, guys. So.
Are you saying they're not going to make it on the stream tonight by name? Steve, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing fantabulous. I can't say what I want to say, but you know,
I mean, it's kind of can, but you know, we don't want to scare off the newbies this early in the stream.
Yeah, really. So I got some good news I got to pass on to my brothers after the stream. So,
ooh, nice.
You're pregnant.
With that tank radio, baby.
Whoa. Where's Frank?
Wow.
Frank's in here.
Oh, Frank.
No. Has to do with some family stuff and some stuff that's been going on that you guys know about. So,
good deal, man. We look forward to hearing it after the show. Joe Brett, how are you, buddy? Good. I saw you on the patio with a radio trying to pull a Don on us.
He did very good, though, didn't he?
Yeah, I heard that.
He was kicking back.
Proud.
He was kicking back.
Oh, look at that. He's showing it all.
He's got the little guy with him. Yeah.
But, so you know, there's an issue there. His video is the only one that's grainy tonight.
I wonder why, Steve.
Wow.
Steve, why, Steve?
I don't know. Maybe that fiber connection I got installed
already.
Yeah, you paid your cable bill.
One day of good internet, and he's already.
Oh,
yeah.
Bandwidth shaming.
I dropped my price, too.
You think your bits don't stink?
No, they stink. Believe me, that's the life.
I mean, here she's due any minute in there, so we can just ask her herself, right? She should pop in any minute.
Absolutely, she's due. Look at he's looking too.
Notice you can't see the door.
Notice you tightened up the frame there.
We should have her come out of my back door. That'd be funny. If she.
That's a whole.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. That's a whole other issue, Don.
No, she came over for dinner.
Wee goose.
Keith, you're right. Joe's got that thing wrapped up in a protective, swaddling little package so it doesn't get hurt.
So it doesn't fall off the back of the truck?
All 5 watts of it.
Wow.
That's a great. Molson, don't you go there. Molson, that's a 705. Don't you go there.
Wow.
I know everybody's dying to press 1 in the chat to hear your what grinds my gears, but we'll get to you. You know
Listen,
that.
I've been listening to the best jokes, guys. The best jokes. And so all week I've been at work and I'm talking with the guys. I'm like, hey, let me tell you a joke. I don't know if you guys ever watched Little Johnny jokes. That stuff is so funny.
We're not gonna get monetized.
Let's go on to Dan.
Yeah. No, we got to go to Don first. We haven't had Izzo. Jeez.
Right.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
The square to your right is running the show there.
I love my new ape shirt. My ape shirt is rocking 3 dB, if not more. So I don't know, happy. Hey, had the pleasure of having Steve Goodgame and his wife. They were up here in Connecticut. Steve was busting his butt with the league, doing some really good educational pieces along with a whole bunch of other people. Check out his channel. He was live from W1AW from the club station, from the station up there. We had them over on Friday night. We had I'm sorry I missed trivia, but we gave them a nice home cooked meal. And then you know what happened that following day? It was W2HRC Stroke 1, Parks on the Air, and I had a fantastic time. We'll get into that in a little bit. So,
hey, Don, were you wearing that shirt on Saturday? Because if you were, you wouldn't have had Mike scream at you to Ham Harder.
Oh my God, that guy! I had to watch that video 3 times, and then with Shane tonight, Mike was awesome. Mike was absolutely awesome.
We had a lot of fun. Lot of fun. All right, Beer Snack.
What?
You ventured out as well. I heard you played radio.
I did. I got to play radio. I played radio on Sunday. I got a twofer and a single, and put some numbers up. So,
dude, you had a beautiful signal. You had a beautiful signal into my house. It was beautiful. Nice. Oh my God! Like you're sitting right next to me.
Well,
everybody did. Everybody did.
Not everybody. Really?
Yeah,
except for Stroke 5, we had to yell at you.
Yeah, it worked Stroke 9 without a problem. You know?
Well, he's closer.
You got a little surprise from Stroke 4 too.
Yes, we did. I was like, "Whoa, I know that guy."
Yeah, we heard.
Yeah, you were on what part number?
Which time? He had like 6.
Yeah,
7.
Yeah, 7.
Don, I think that was Park 7 actually.
Wow.
I just spun the dial and happened to catch you, and I'm like, oh, I know that voice. Let's hit it.
Hit it.
That's awesome.
So in POTA they have the radar, right? Mm-hmm. Then they have the Rhino. Is that right? What is that?
Well, so it steps up. They're all radars. Let me get over to that.
Which is an acronym for Rapid Deployment of Amateur Radio.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Stole it from the Navy. Anyways, and then
right.
But seven is that like they gotta call that stupid crazy, right? Like one could do 7,
no. So it gets crazier. You have the Warthog at 2, the Rhino at 3, the Cheetah at 5, the Ostrich is 7, the Leopard is 10, and the Lion is 12.
So you're an ostrich.
So wait, so I could apply for Warthog from Sunday?
Yes.
As
long as they fit the criteria of the distance travel between setups.
Oh, they
6 kilometers.
Yeah. Yep. There you go. Well, for myself, I did finally got out and did some Parks on the Air and had a blast doing it.
You were hanging with the boys.
I got you.
Yeah,
you were hanging with the boys. Yeah,
finally got to hang with the boys a little bit. Got to chase some animals before everybody got there. There was a deer that was occupying our spot. I had to chase him off. So,
hey Shane, can I tell you something?
I didn't get that on film. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. For those of you who missed Shane's video, go watch it again. And I'm going to point this out. The man was mentoring or Elmering, I don't care, helping, whatever you want to call it. And that's so important in this hobby. Shane, congratulations, brother. You took time out and you made, 1 or 2 guys happy of showing 3 guys. There you go. Yeah. Kudos.
So man. we had a guy that recently passed his tech and his general at the same time. And then we had a technician that had never done HF before. And then after the 3rd contact, he said, I'm going to start studying for my general. This is too much fun. I was like, I told you, dude. And then we had the unlicensed person. That gentleman, I need to go back and look in the chat, but his dad was there with us. He's in the military up at Fort Sill, and they drove down. And he was talking about going and getting his license at a later date. And I was like, well, if you don't have a license, you can still come talk on the radio. And his dad was like, no, he can't talk on the radio. And I was like, oh, yes, he can. Watch. I have a call sign he can use. I'm using a different call sign. He can use mine. So he had
under your supervision.
In there. Absolutely. Well, I was sitting right there.
And Caitlin, anytime you want to do that radar, let me know.
And there's something else I want to point out. If everybody tonight can look up to the top and go to the right, if everybody look at that nice logo in the top right hand corner.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Brett and a few other Joe Brett. and someone else maybe designed it. Whoever did it, whoever's responsible for it, you know what we say? Thank you. That's classy.
Yeah.
I like that.
The problem is, it looks like my outhouse at our cottage when I was a kid.
There he goes again.
It really
Press
really
one in the
does.
chat.
Look like.
Why you always got to rain on the parade?
Just
Who
take the
pressed
antenna
one in the
off.
chat?
Look, I'm putting my thumb over the antenna. That's my outhouse as a kid when at the cottage. That's right.
Wow.
Just saying.
You said rain
No,
on
no,
parade.
it's good. It's good. I like it.
I was
I
about
like
to
it.
say, Joe, is that you?
Yeah.
No sound effects needed for that one. And
No, I
Jared,
like it.
just so you
It's a little
know,
bit
we had about 7 people download the Hammers app. So we had a little teaching moment there at the park where we were teaching people how to use the Hammers app so that everyone could be on the same page and could knock their contacts out. So we had a blast. Absolutely loved it.
It was fun.
But anyway,
It was a fun weekend.
it was a fantastic weekend.
Can't
But
wait
on
to do
top
it.
of all that, so let's talk a bit. So we have our club call, as some may know, the Whiskey 2 HRC, and this weekend we recruited some folks who are members of the Ham Radio Clubhouse, honorary members, and they said they wanted to go run Parks on the Air as part of the Ham Radio Clubhouse. So let's welcome to the stream Scout 75, Shane, and Joseph. How are you guys? And thank you guys.
There he is.
Oh, there he is.
Oh,
There's
there he is.
Thank you guys so much for running the club call sign this weekend. We had a fantastic time. I couldn't reach you guys from Texas, but I think the official unofficial count so far is 974 contacts.
Nice.
That is freaking awesome.
Very happy.
Yep.
I made contact with Joseph at every park and activities except for one time. Joseph, can you remind me what frequencies were? Was it 20 or was it 60,
Oh, here
20
we
or
go.
40?
Somebody mute him. Mute
That's right. It was 20 and 40 meters. We did it. So thank you so much. Thank you. Awesome.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
We
We did do it on
Shane.
2040, but we could have made it work on 6-bit.
That's awesome.
Maybe even 2 meters.
Do we have a lag in my audio or something?
You are clipping just a little bit, so I don't know if it's a skip in your internet or what, but there's a little bit of a clip in your audio. Whatever you're downloading, stop. Not gonna ask what it is, just whatever you're downloading. So Scout, you want to give us? Actually, you know what? I'll start. Yeah, that's better. So actually, I'll start. Some of you that if you haven't seen the video, go check out my video this side of the radio. We had a get together at the Ray Roberts State Park. Ham Radio 2.0 rented the pavilion for the entire day. Brought up his buddy Hex. We had the FTDX10 radio. We had a 7300 up there. We had a 705 up there. All kinds of good stuff. And we just sat around and had a few adult beverages and played radio and had a blast, and activated 3051. And I think at one point we had one guy who was doing a soda, and I think there was 9 of us that were sitting up there. We made 9 contacts in a row with the guy on the soda. He's like, "Okay, next, please.
That's
Okay,
the mic.
next
That's
operator,
the mic.
please. All right, next operator, please." So that was a lot of fun. But Scout, we'll start with you. How are you doing, my friend? And how did your activation go?
Oh, I'm doing quite well. The activation was a lot of fun. I did 3 parks, 2 singles, 1 was a twofer.
Nice job.
Yeah, just going around, made contacts all over. One little screw up is I gotta add a pair of cheaters to my field kit, because when I set up at one park that was a twofer, and I was right off my phone, and I had the tablet for hammers. And I looked up the park numbers to confirm them, wrote them down. I swear that 5 was a 6 when I wrote it down. And the whole time I was giving away the wrong park number.
Oh, no.
And then what made it worse was about 3/4 of the way through, one guy called back and says, "I have a question. I looked up your park numbers. One says you're in Wisconsin, one says you're in Pennsylvania." And I'm like, "Well, you must be doing something wrong, buddy. It ain't me. You know, I got the park number right here." And then I got home and looked it up, and it's like, oops. But
So how do you fix that? Does that cause an issue for the logs? Like, does that make them void? Yeah.
Yeah. I fixed it all on my end. So turning them in. The hunters don't have to worry about it because the activators are the one that are turning into logs. So I had to go in and redo the one log sheet. But
and email all your park to parks and make sure they've got it correct. But I'm seeing a few of yours in there correct, including the one club that we were trying to beat. You have in here at least twice.
Oh my goodness! You were helping the enemy. I mean, the other
the enemy. That's not the enemy. Hey, wait a minute. Maybe those beans were the enemy, but
Oh man, I tell you what, Frank hooked us up. We had sausages, we had hot dogs, his links, bacon, and his beans. And his beans will bite you. And they will bite you the next day and sometimes the day after. But it's one of those things that you know what you're getting into when you pour them on your plate, but it's just so good you just can't. You're just like, I'm just gonna suffer through it. It's worth it.
It's like
it's absolutely
I've seen nobody else complain about that, Shane.
I can.
Well, maybe I share too much, Joe.
I can attest from personal experience. Frank does not screw around when it comes to heat. I have not had his beans, but I've had other things that he brought when we went to the Outer Banks. He does not kid around.
He takes that very seriously.
Yes, he does.
His cigars, his whiskey,
Yeah. He had a little bit of Four Roses. I think we finished that bottle off before the park ranger showed up. But
did you get in trouble?
Just give the ranger a shot.
I'll tell you what. This ranger was probably the coolest guy, law enforcement, because I honestly did not know that you couldn't have a beer in the park. I did not know. And he came up and he was like, "Hey guys, just want to let you know, it's a Texas State Park thing. You can't have open consumption." And I said, I'm sorry. I'll pour it out. I'll do whatever. He said, yeah. Just remember that. Just remember that for next time. I was like, yes, sir. I will remember that for next time. You betcha. And
meanwhile, let me shotgun this one while I got it in my hand.
No, it was down by my foot between my tripod bag and my other bag, and I was like, as soon as he's gone, I'm going to go back to finish that.
Nice.
That had some echo.
So I know for a fact that Joseph took us off.
I was about to go next to Joseph. How are you, sir? Thanks for all your hard work, and tell us a little bit about your activation.
Yeah, so there's a few parks in the area that are actually I'm in the middle of a ring, and there were 2 or 3 parks that were all-time new ones. I got to all of them, so now I'm at 31 uniques, and I figured, with the club call, I should just make the effort to do it. And
yeah, absolutely.
Friday night, there was no rain. Saturday night, there was no rain, so I got to do a park that is normally quite busy. The rain was blowing out, so got 5 parks, I think. And that's about that. It was a lot of fun.
So 5 parks. How many contacts was that?
For the club, it was 303 or 304.
Nice.
And after that, for myself, I continued with a late shift Sunday night, and I got another 98. There was a dupe in there. So
nice.
Now they still count for you personally, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So when you submit the log, you put the station call sign, which for me was W2 HRC stroke BE3, and then I put the operator call sign for my own call. So.
Okay.
And to answer your earlier question, Daniel, I did only make one 60-meter contact. So out of those 304.
So that's really bad percentage. Okay. It's like a point.
We can just keep going, Daniel. Don't worry about it.
0.0.
That's awesome. And Mike in 8YO, how are you, sir?
Doing good.
You want to tell us a little bit about your activation and your contribution to this stuff, which thank you so much. Thanks for all you guys for activating with us. That was awesome.
Yep. So I didn't get the chance to operate Friday night or Saturday. I was busy with other things. But I did activate for about 4 hours on Sunday afternoon. Went to my normal twofer. I just had the one activation, but it was a twofer. And operated CW, sideband, and digital. I did everything.
Nice.
And I got 92 contacts, so a couple of those were dupes. But actually, Steve, I think I'm going to have to send you, I don't know if he's still in here, I'm gonna have to send him an updated log because I worked Bo KH7FC during my activation, and he was in a 3-fer, but I only logged it as 1 contact, so I can actually log that as 3 contacts.
Yeah,
so that'll be 4 more actually. So I think the grand total will be 184, something like that. I think basically it cancels out the dupes that I had. So yeah.
That's awesome. I had 71 or 72. I can't remember. That I tried to knock out before we started doing some Elmering there with some of the guests. I think Don, you had over 100 contacts as well. Right?
I had 170 with 38 park to parks.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I had fun.
So there's another one coming up in the fall, right?
There is indeed.
Yes, there is.
October 16th and 17th, I believe.
It's a little chilly up here in
Get somebody
Canada
in a park and out of their shack.
I'll be out in the park.
Then in January and April, and then again in July. So you know what we're going to be doing every few months.
Exactly. I actually talked to Kate MRD. I think we're going to do another meetup for the Support Your Parks in the fall. And I'm going to sleep for like 2 days and then drive down and stay up the entire time and not miss an hour. And I'm going to bring my freaking big-ass generator, and I'm going to run a KW power, and I'm going to set up this biggest antenna I can get because, by golly, I want that dadgum trophy.
And I'm still going to tell you I can't hear you.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
Did you say something?
Ham harder, Don. Ham harder.
All that Connecticut noise, right, Don?
It's right here. It's right here.
Exactly.
You know, it's funny because I had about an S5 noise level, and I was doing pretty good. I was watching the maps, I was watching the solar winds. Everything was under 400. I'm doing good, but watching the video that Mike did and everything, hearing my station was always a pleasure. That's always nice when you can hear your station.
Yeah.
And everything. So now, thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike, if you're out there.
Were they running Betsy over there at W1AW? Was that the problem? Running that spark gap?
No, actually, I was in a park. I was in a beautiful state park here in Connecticut. There is no cost to get into any other Connecticut state parks, and the majority of them are POTA parks. The problem with this one is heavily populated with campers of all types, from the big RVs to the tenters and their generators. So there is a little bit of a noise there. And obviously, in the wintertime when I go there, the noise floor is almost nothing, and it's so flat, literally on the coastline. To me, I love it. It's a great park to activate and just have some fun. I have a kilo from there. It was my first. I think it was my second kilo. Very easy to do, though. Very easy to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually completed my second kilo during that activation for the club this weekend.
Nice.
I'm sitting at
and I'm sorry, Mike.
891.
My folks called, so I was on the phone. You said something about having to resubmit logs.
Yeah, I just have to update a couple contacts. I worked Bo KH7FC. He was at a 3-fer, but I only logged it as 1 contact in each of the logs, so that's another 4.
He was at the 3-fer or the 4-fer?
He was at a 3-fer. He was at a 3-fer in Maryland. I've actually activated it to where he was at.
Okay.
Trip.
Hey guys, Jared Green is in the chat there, and let me tell you something. He got him. For getting this old guy off of paper, and I know I called Shane a couple times and Steve and say, hey, am I doing things right? I don't want to screw up. Made it so easy. So Jared, thank you so much.
Yeah,
thank you.
That app's pretty awesome.
1,000 thank yous.
Yep.
I like the I ran the beta on my iPhone. I ran them parallel with each other when I could, and there's a feature coming where once you get back into the civilized world and have a signal, you can update all of your logs with and populate everybody's information in there. The other app I was using on my tablet isn't that one, so I had to go in when I got back. I had to update everybody's information manually to get the grid squares and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I can't wait for the new one to come out.
Yep.
Thank you, Tank.
Jared. We need a copy of that.
But
Tank said he just posted a video about the app as well. So
absolutely. Now if Tank can upload his logs, anybody can.
That's right.
and MRD showed him how.
That is awesome.
Drop down.
So coming up in October, when we do the fall Support Your Parks program, we need a couple more activators. We want to try and get all the different zones.
We do. We need more activators.
Yes, I will be activating.
Man, look at all the shade being thrown around.
That's all right. That's all right. I work in my own timing. So what's nice, what I like is that when I asked Joseph if he still gets recognition. If you're going to do POTA, you can run it both, and you still get the contacts underneath your own name. Yeah. So if you when it comes close to October and we're preparing for the fall session, hit us up and we'll get you running the club call. Hit snacks the one, but we'll when we get there, we'll obviously talk about it. But
July will be the next big one, because in July will be the next plaque event. So we're going to take that plaque back that was taken from us.
I'm
not. I mean, it's not a contest, right?
Just like how field day is.
Well, yeah,
right. Just like field day.
I'm not going to fly to the coast to make sure I can work the European stuff and over the night hours while I'm waiting for the U.S. to wake back up. Just saying.
With 1,500 watts.
Yeah, with a kilowatt.
The argument that POTA always makes that it's not a contest is that there's no start date and end date. So it's almost like Support Your Parks plaque event is a contest because.
Right.
But
wait, no.
I didn't say that.
POTA's not a contest, is so we can use the work bands, okay? That's why.
Good point.
Boy, you're gonna twist off the Oscar mics with that one.
All right, so real quick. So we did 974, so with two more from Mike, it'll be 976 contacts. What we have on the awards page now is we have 58 park to parks on the awards page now. We have 20 hunted late shifts. We have 3 late shift activations. Thank you, Joseph and Mike and everybody else that that activated after dark. We have 106 hunted parks.
Wow.
And that kind of includes what I've been doing on FT8, like on FT8 off. Mm-hmm. And then we have 22 parks activated before I think Don's gets loaded in there. So we did 22 parks just this weekend.
3 all-time
Good job,
new ones.
guys.
Yep. Yeah. And Phil, I think you're right. Someone needs to get the new F-150 truck that's all electric, so we can run our amplifiers off of the F-150.
I think the hybrid one will work too, eh?
Yeah, the one with the generator will do it. Because you can run a house off.
It's not a competition.
It's not a competition.
No, I did not go buy this F-150 just so that I could go work at a park with a kilowatt power.
I want to take delivery on Thursday so I can get to my parks on Friday.
But that's one of the funniest things, like with the Aero Field Day, everybody's like, it's not a contest. And then somebody in Discord posts a little clip from the Aero website. It's a contest.
It's a contest, right?
And that's ARL, so it's like, come on.
James, you're right. I've got a pretty big generator that's 220 volts that I can run a pretty big amplifier with. I'll just run the back of my truck.
That Mercury will do well.
Shane, if you got a battery F-150, would you have to trailer it to the park?
I hope not. I'd have to bring a generator to keep it charged.
No.
That's kind of defeating the purpose, right?
If you watch the Ham Radio Crash Course, you'll see Josh actually ran out of power in the Leaf and couldn't charge it off his generator until he made an adapter for it because of the floating ground on the generator.
Oh, that's true.
Yes.
There's some
I wonder how many BioEnno solar panels I would need to set up to charge the truck. Because we were only getting 4 amps out of that off of that one.
Oh yeah,
just start Milady batteries.
Yeah, I ran.
Milady.
I'm going to step away for just a moment, gentlemen. I need to refill my beverage.
Yes.
Steve, I'm not sure if you saw my message in the Discord, but I ran the whole weekend, all 400 contacts off of one charge of a 23 amp hour battery.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good job.
So it worked out quite well.
I could have ran longer if I got that 50 amp hour, the BioEnno just.
Yeah.
I ordered
the solar panel.
I ordered a 15, and I was one of those people that said, "Oh, we don't have it available for a month. You want a free upgrade to the 40?" I said, "Sure." And then when it actually came in the mail, it was a 50.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, something. I love my 50.
Yeah, we don't have it. I was like, yeah, I ordered a 20. Order a 20. They're like, yeah, we don't have it for a few months. How about a 30? I'm like, sure, why not? Absolutely. And now I can't find my adapter for the charger.
Bigger is better.
Make it work. Make it work.
Make it work.
Oh, yeah.
Ham harder.
Power pull the world, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Just make sure they're the other way around so you don't plug into the wrong side.
Or should I just take it outside?
Yes, sir.
I have a video. I'm going to try to get my video done for next Monday or Tuesday night here. I videotaped a quick, I'm not sure if it's 15 minutes or 10 minutes. I'm still halfway through editing, but we'll show you guys what I did. So did a couple things different.
James, good on you, sir. Good on you. But so what? That family's going to have 3 705s now?
That's what I was just thinking.
Wow. I think they need 3 705s. There's no sharing.
Well, this is
have 891s.
Tio bought one. Then Leah won one at the Yoda camp. And now Becca's looking for one. But see, Becca's got to get that upgrade.
True.
I think if Leah was saving for one and she won one, she should donate her money to her sister.
No. See, she's not saving for one. She's learning to fly. That's a whole lot more expensive.
Yeah,
right,
a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Back me up on that one.
Priorities. They should be radio, then flying.
And she's got accessories to buy now, too. So
That's right.
Yes.
Let's see. I wonder what's going to happen to that G90.
Right.
So, Don, what radio were you using this year? The 7300?
7300. Yeah, it's working. That 705. Again, you guys know how much I love my S705 and QRP and 10 watts, but it's tough. I think.
Especially as an activator.
As an activator, hunting is a total different because you have all the patience in the world, and you can fool around and but activating, I don't know. Not right now in the conditions where the bands are as of right now.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I ran 50 watts the whole time.
You had a good signal. You all of a sudden, man, I was getting ready to give you a 5.5, and all of a sudden you came up. That's the wonderful world of the bands.
Did we work before or after the event ended?
Oh, no, during.
During, okay.
Oh, yeah,
so you were using what, 100 watts?
I was using 100. I was in my garage off. That was off the 706 Mark II G.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
because I honestly thought you were using the 705. The conditions were a little rough.
No, I worked. So we worked Shane and the guys. I worked Steve. I worked Beer Snack. I worked Scout. You, Mike. I don't think we worked.
No,
just based on timing. Timing.
You just did sideband, right? I only operated sideband for about 30 or 40 minutes.
I worked.
Wait, say that again, Mike. Say that again.
30 to 40 minutes, which is 30 to 40 minutes more than I normally do.
I was going to say. Wait, you have a microphone?
I do. I had to blow the dust off it.
How many guys worked DX? I had 3 DX stations. Did anyone work? Yeah,
I worked DX. I don't know how many though.
Joe had a crop load of DX come in, eh, Joe? Was he?
I only had 2 this time. I had
who was it?
Echo Charlie 1 radio, and then right after, he's north of Spain. I think he was 5.6, and then Echo Alpha 7 Juliet X-Ray Zulu. I think
maybe it was Bo.
Another Spaniard.
Bo had a lineup of. I hunted a Puerto Rican company, not Puerto Rican company, a Puerto Rican station doing POTA. I was able to pick him up.
Rico.
Yeah, Kilo 4 Pop, I think it was.
Yeah, I got a park.
There were a few of them out there. Yeah,
they were.
Congratulations, Goat.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, thank you,
Mike.
Very much.
You got a little bit of DX in there. You got a Charlie Oscar 6 and a HI3.
Yeah, Portugal too. I think my very last contact was Portugal on FT4, FT8.
Well, I'm having to scroll through 900 contacts, so
Not to brag or
Digimodes.
anything.
Okay, I work on Digimodes. You guys got to see this log.
I just want to. I know we were saying congrats, but I just want to say Goat Kilo 5 Whiskey Tango X-Ray. Congratulations on upgrading the extra last Saturday.
Oh yeah, there you go. Good job.
Absolutely.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah.
I'll get there one of these days.
Huntsville, get to studying.
No, it won't happen. I've got an aircraft type to study for, and I've got an upgrade at work to study for. So the next couple months are tapped out for me.
Wait. What's more important, Shane?
Radio.
Joe.
Well, they kind of
Westfield,
work hand in hand, except for the airplanes. Well, the airplane stuff kind of works hand in hand too.
How often do you use an airplane?
Not as often as I would like.
Yeah,
Okay. Radio.
But I can take the radio in the airplane.
Yeah,
You
I
need
would
go
that
to all
for
kinds of
advantage.
300 off that 24-volt battery.
I wonder, does it count if I fly between different parks? How many parks I can activate?
Use that for your
State.
radar award. Use that for your radar award.
Exactly.
That's a hell of a radar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I got
How
a
about
question
both?
for you guys.
Exactly.
Go
What
ahead.
you got?
What counts as DX? Any other country?
Yes.
Okay, well, in that case,
Worked a bunch of US, not the X.
Not the United
All,
States.
all your
United States
U.S.
has 16
contacts are
that work. Yeah,
DX.
the United States has
Joseph, you're closer to me than most of the people in this room right now.
that's exactly my point. So,
And Molson wishes you were in another country, so under quarantine.
On tonight's Molson rant, no.
I was just looking at my Digimode log from my first activation, and I got Mexico, X-Ray Echo, Yankee Oscar, and Foxtrot. What's Yankee Oscar?
Romania? I think that's Romania.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
definitely.
That's impressive.
So France,
Yeah.
France, Mexico, and Romania. Wow, Romania was to me. They were 0, and I was -2 to them on 40
Wow.
meters FT4. Yeah.
Oh, FT4 doesn't count. Sorry.
Absolutely, it does.
A guy I worked in the Netherlands, Italy, and I think Scotland, but the guy in the Netherlands just caught me by surprise. I was like, "What?" You know, I was like, "Oh my God, this is great." You know what I mean? You know, so it just shows the promise of 20 meters. You know,
Goat. That's Echo Charlie 1 radio, I think. Is that correct?
Echo Charlie 1 radio you worked.
Yeah, I got it.
And Echo Alpha 7 you got as well.
Yeah,
I got
Look at all that DX.
yeah.
Dominican Republic. I work Cuba. I actually work Cuba with everything going on. And
Did you really?
Oh, wow.
kidding.
That's
Wow.
impressive.
And now they're blocking that band.
Yeah.
Was that
Of
digital,
course they
Mike?
are.
It was on, what's that? Oh, yeah, I was on digital. I'm reading the raw ATIF, so give me a second here. It was on 20 FT4.
Cool.
Okay.
Awesome.
I guess we should make mention. I know everybody probably knows, but there's a special event going on this week. And Shane, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so if you follow Alex, Whiskey 7 Hotel Uniform, he's running a special event station in support of the Cuban people. So if you're working radio, be sure and work Alex. Or go check out his stream. I think he's live streaming everything over there. I haven't made it over there yet because I had a jam-packed day today getting ready for the clubhouse and trying to shake the nerves from having a video premiere tonight that everyone's going to laugh at. So,
So Don got a little bit of DX there. I'm seeing.
Netherlands.
Yeah, the India 1 station.
That was Italy, and then I think the other one was Scotland. The Mike Zero. Mike
Zero. Mm-hmm.
So he had he had a beautiful signal.
You had a PA3 in there as well.
Netherlands, yeah.
Netherlands.
Like, wow. Like I said, he just came out of nowhere. I'm like, repeat your call sign.
I got
Who is this?
one.
What is this?
I'm like, come on, Shane. Come on, Mike. Stop messing with me.
There's a KC5 HWB in there. I don't know who that would be.
I don't know who that is.
Who's that guy? That guy.
That's some rare DX.
No, KC5
If it was
HJ
Frank-
is rare DX.
I work Frank. I work Frank.
10 was wide open on Sunday afternoon as well. I got a number. Normally, I've not had good luck on 10 when I'm POTAing, but I had a number of contacts there.
Man, I should have gone out Sunday.
We worked 15 and 17 off the Buddy Hex, which I'd never worked at any of those bands either.
I had some family stuff on Sunday, and we drove by 3 POTA parks. I said, "I love you all, but you all killing me. I love you guys, but you guys are killing me." The wife and the kids are like, well, you should have put the stuff in the back of the truck. I'm like, right.
Yeah, right. They're all gonna go play in the park while you play POTA.
While you go shop. No, while you all go shopping.
Hey, Don, I've always got all my POTA gear in the car.
99% of the time.
That's how you ham harder.
I do too. Yeah, I do. I took it out because we had to make some room for some of the stuff that we had to buy, and man, timing. That's okay. That's okay. Family first.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Apparently.
Stuff.
I won't sell my firstborn for that plaque, but
the second or third.
The second one. They just turned the light on. They're probably listening to me right now.
Right? We heard you.
We heard you, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Now the door just locked.
Right. Have fun sleeping on the porch tonight.
Hope you got your radio out there with you.
So, if you, I'd like to go around the room. I like to go around the room here, the clubhouse. I'd just be curious for everybody. What antennas were you using, regardless of your band or mode, or if you want to just throw in, you like this one for one band? Shane, what were you guys using?
we were using the Buddy Pole Buddy Hex portable hex beam, and that is 20 through 6. And I loved it, man. I've never worked a hex beam before, but it was handy to have whenever you have a weak station, and you just turn the crank there at the bottom and spin the V notch there in the antennas. Just kind of point that towards the general direction of where you're wanting to go, and those signals go from being those points. They go by being a little faint to just blowing out
northeast,
the speaker.
west. It was pointing in that west-east direction.
Surprising.
Antenna boy. Oh, Antenna boy. I heard that in the tone of of History of the World Part 2 or Part 1. That's what I heard it in when he said it. As soon as it happened, I was done.
Ooh, antenna boy, go spin the antenna. It was interesting though how much you can actually work off on the backside of that antenna. So we kept it pointed towards the northeast most of the time, but we were working West Coast stuff off the backside. We had to the only time we actually turned it towards California or Colorado was to get those Colorado stations. But for the most part, it works just as well off the backside as it does off of the beam side. And Jason said that's more or less, it's actually more of an omnidirectional antenna anyway than it is a beam.
What? Does Jason?
I know.
I've seen that one, Dawn. Listen.
It's pretty broad. I used it when I was at Outer Banks. It's a very broad beam width. So it's not tight pattern. Your front to back's probably not that terrible actually. Mm-hmm. So it makes sense. It's like a little bit better. It's a couple steps up from a dipole, basically.
Yeah, I think so. And the setup time, I think it took us about 20 minutes to get it all set up. And of course, Jason's done it a ton, before. And I helped him disassemble it, but I've never helped him put it up. But it was not something that you would want to do a radar activation with.
No.
You'd want if you're going to take it and stay in the park for a couple of days, that'd be the way to go.
That's optimal, right?
And I see Vern in the chat. Vern, it was great to meet you this weekend, by the way. Thanks for stopping by. I was telling Vern he needed to come by and check out the Clubhouse live stream. That it kind of mirrors what we were doing there at the
You guys know those?
Side.
You guys know those radio trailers that people have, the different clubs have, where they have the for field day or whatnot. I'm wondering if you could mount a Buddy Hex on one of those, and
I don't know why.
See how that would work, because that'd be really cool to camp with.
On what?
Just put it on the tongue of the trailer or something. I don't know, and stick the Buddy Hex up on the trailer, on the radio trailer.
The one Aries Club by me, they bought one of those old, like a construction site generator with the lights. They bought one of those on eBay for like $500. Took the lights off.
Light tower,
yeah.
Yeah, and they just took the lights off and they put a boom on that, and they'll put a hex beam up on that or some. It works pretty slick.
Hey Scout, we saw your picture on Twitter. Why don't you tell us what were you using off your Jeep there?
I was using the Pac-10 Infid half wave, the 20 meter, and then I had a Spider Beams, the 12 meter pull, the 40 meter. So the first park I went to, that was a picture I put on Twitter. I just went down the end of a Jeep trail and found a meadow, and I just slashed the thing to the side of the Jeep and worked off of that. The next park I went to like a little picnic area, and they had the cast-in charcoal grills, so I just lashed it to the side of that. And then the third park I went to, there wasn't a good place, so I just threw the wire up into a tree. So that was super quick to set up, versatile. I only had 20 meters, but that worked well for me.
It worked.
Hey, it works.
Hey, Steve, what about you? Steve,
hang on. So, real quick, Hayden is pretending to work, and he's asking a question: how many of us would be interested in working VK for POTA? Yeah.
Hello. Like you gotta,
Tell me what time I got to be up.
Where do I sign on the bottom line?
So the answer is yes. Number one, and number two is, Steve, they have VK POTA parks.
Yeah,
I upload a VK log all the time. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's go, Hayden. Get this going. Get this going.
Fire up the VOA cap.
I got my first near contact last week. I got VK4 KA VK4 KA last week. First Australian contact.
Nice job.
And let's Hayden, do it after I improve my antennas, because like I don't get Australia too well. But with all the solar activity, who knows? Maybe
it could be coming up.
I was gonna say, that Antarctica station is booming into my place right now.
But they're running off a remote, right? That's running off a remote. Because a lot, like the last time I saw Antarctica being activated, it was a guy in UK who was operating remotely. Or was it Australia?
Did you watch Hayden's stream with that guy, VK0PD?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. So there was that. Antarctica's working on 20 meters, and no, they are doing it. They do work it from their station there. Yeah. It's not remoted. And good luck, Vern.
Yeah, Vern, have fun. Vern, have fun.
I think the Japanese station is remote.
Okay. All right. My interruption is done. Go ahead, Steve.
Okay.
Yeah, Steve, tell us about this.
So I was running the MFJ Big Ears this weekend with the 17-foot whips. And oh my God, if it was just a little bit quiet, I'd get out of the car, turn the antenna just a little bit, and kind of make it a directional dipole. And it, crystal clear.
Interesting.
So.
Very interesting.
So
Mike? Yeah. Go ahead, Dan. You got a question for him?
So I just wanted to know, you didn't get out of your car?
No, most of the time I operated from in the car because the mosquitoes down here will carry you away.
Same here. You're not the only.
Well, watch my video next week. I have a solution for you.
I hear about that. So
I heard it's called
teaser.
No.
It's called DDT.
No. Yeah. The mosquitoes down there, they turn around, they go, "Oh, DEET, all right, lunch."
Exactly, that's barbecue sauce, baby.
Spicy.
But no, so I had the radio sitting on the passenger seat, and I was leaning the laptop up against the steering wheel. With the antenna coming in through the trunk.
So you don't have to physically walk so far into it. You just have to be in it no matter how you are, right? Into the park to be in a park?
Inside the boundaries. So if you look at my radar video, you'll see that the park was closed to vehicular traffic. So I grabbed my table and everything from the back of the car. I walked across the fence and I set it down next to a tree, put my antenna up, and activated the park.
Yeah.
This is one of the areas where SOTA and POTA are a little bit different.
Exactly.
SOTA, you could go to a drive-up summit, but you have to leave the car in order to actually activate it.
Good point. Good point, Mike.
And with POTA, you could have a Tar Heel or something, basically a mobile rig in the car.
And with SOTA, you can't have any power for the vehicle either. You have to be all battery-powered, portable battery. You can't run off the car battery or anything either. You have to be completely detached from the vehicle.
For SOTA, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Versus POTA, you can go to a park that has power over there. And that's fine.
Oh, this winter I did a few activations with the Jeep where I just set the antenna and solar panel up, and I just ran the power and feed line through the zipper of my soft top and set up in the Jeep, and it was just like ice fishing. You just had to go out and change the lines once in a while, come back in, fire up the heater, and you're good.
Those videos that you posted around that time, it looked so cold there.
It was kind of stupid.
I was like, I'm glad I live in Texas.
Yeah.
You're on the other side of the lake from me, aren't you? You're like in Wisconsin or Illinois?
I'm up in the northwest, right on the border of Minnesota.
Okay. You're even more north than I am.
Yeah, on the Wisconsin Indian Head, I'm a zit on the end of the nose. So.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So, Mike, speaking what did you use for antennas?
So I was running. I've got a fleet of end-fed half waves. That day I did the activation entirely with a K6 ARK end-fed half wave cut for 40. So I operated 40, 20, 15, 10. That antenna, I had just in a sloping configuration. The top of it was maybe 15 feet up, give or take. It's I was on my normal twofer. I've done so many activations there. I set up in about 4 minutes flat.
Repeat offender,
awesome.
yeah.
Maybe 6 for digital because I had to break out the laptop and hook up my signal. But it's pretty quick nowadays.
Right.
So,
Hey, beer snack. What about you? Now, were you in the HOA? Hang on, he's
No.
refilling.
Where's the juice box?
Yeah,
the kids drank them all.
It can't be a live stream without a juice box.
Everyone knows.
Oh.
This is the one, and it's a lot heavier than the other one because it's got the bigger toroid on it.
Did you add a bigger toroid on that?
I done added a bigger toroid on that. I ran.
Were you on some power?
I think I was doing 80 watts sideband.
Nice.
Did it get a little warm?
No. It only gets warm when I'm running digital at 80 watts.
Yeah, exactly.
He was 40 over from my house. I pushed it in the attenuator, and he was still 20 over. And his audio, seriously, your audio. What rig? What do you run? Yaesu?
That was the 891. That's
891.
number one. Number two, and Don, when you were coming in, mate, you were coming in on the back side of the end-fed, man.
Shut up.
I saw him thinking there for a minute. He's like, the backside of the half wave.
Yeah. I took an end-fed. I took the end-fed, the TN07 end-fed, and I kind of followed Shane's. Shane gave me some advice a while back, and I made it a very simple inverted V. Used a telescoping a carbon fiber mast, put up about 28, 30 feet, and boom, man! It was just easy to set up and omnidirectional, and except for Jersey, which I get them on the backside, and
I normally set mine up northeast to southwest.
What do you do? So wait,
And everyone just looked at. They're like, "How's that work?"
No, you didn't. Don't let me get my ass.
It goes like that.
Yeah.
It's like this.
I'm doing is like never eat shredded wheats. Okay, northeast to southwest, New York to California. Like it's a whole process, right? Like trying to figure it out. You guys ever do that? Like every time I get on the highway, I'm like west, north, east, south.
Never eat sour watermelon.
So Molson's not our navigator. Got it.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna have to get out and walk around the car and go north.
Wait.
Shredded wheat. What?
The sun rises in the east, sets in the west. Where's the North Star? Is it winter or summer?
It's daytime.
Where's the Big Dipper? Where's the Big Dipper?
Taz, I'm with you. Never eat soggy worms.
I think Ape's got it right. Never eat shredded wheat. That's how they get you.
That's what I said. Isn't that what I just said?
Joseph, what did you use for POTA? Joseph, what did you use for POTA?
I used the good old NFED half-wave transformer. It's a 240-43 in there. And I used 20 and 40 except for the one contact. So I was using most of the time just the approximately 20-meter wire, and which is a half-wave on 40. And then at the last park, I set up the whole 80-meter half-wave with the links, and started using the whole length of it for 40 meters. So it would have been a full wavelength, and it was hearing really well, but the tuner was working pretty hard for some reason to get it going on 40. So I unclipped the link and for 40 meters and continued on 40. And so basically the whole weekend it was a 40-meter NFED half wave.
Nice. So for everybody out there, there's so many options to get on the air. There's no such thing as I can't get on. Yes, you can. There are so many options.
So many options. We were all using 40-meter NFEDs.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yep.
I think that just goes to show that the easiest deployment is really just an NFED, and you know what I mean. It's not. Yeah, you can use ham sticks too.
Oh man,
we talked about. Hey, I wanted to. The gentleman we were encouraging to use a ham stick last weekend. I wonder if he got himself set up. That'd be interesting to know. So if you're here, the guy we talked about the mag mount and the ham stick, let us know how you worked out with that.
Ham sticks work and they give a match, but they're not. They don't perform like a full size wire antenna.
No, of course.
And for the winter, they're fine. They're arguably better because you don't have to take as long to set up in the cold weather, but in the summer nothing beats a full-size wire antenna.
I also think too, when band conditions, as we move through this cycle, again, the ham stick may be, may prove itself.
Yeah.
Hey Don,
better.
You've got a QSL card to fill out and send.
Hey, congratulations. Whiskey 2 Bravo Mike Kilo. 11 years old. Guys, 11 years old, passing his general exam. That is friggin' amazing.
That's awesome,
now
Mike. Nice job.
Got me beat by 2 years right there.
Oh. Yeah.
That's awesome.
You'll leave that alone.
Kudos to him. He's still too young to watch the Ham Radio Clubhouse because we're just about to get into after
because
hours.
Of you.
And it ain't going to be pretty, I'll tell you that one.
You can only watch hour one.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Wait a minute. Is he watching?
We didn't have our disclaimer this week.
Right.
Don, I was going to say the ham sticks work real well for Bo because he's right on the salt water.
Yeah.
And he can work Europe with them quite easy. But for us, for you maybe it works quite well. But Mike, you and I near the Great Lakes.
We got the Great Lakes. I mean that adds like 10 dB right there.
Yeah.
Only if you're wearing a K8 MRD shirt.
That's right. Good point.
Which I worked K8 MRD this weekend, by the way.
There you go. Good job.
And I wasn't wearing any shirts or anything else like that. Fancy shirts, like the ones that supposedly add 3 to 10 dB.
Oh, gotcha.
Like this one here.
Yeah, I thought you're also chasing rodents or something. So,
but yeah, Joseph, you're absolutely right about the saltwater gain. I can attest to it because I activated right on the ocean multiple times when I did my trip back in April, and it was shooting fish in a barrel with Europe. I mean, with 5 knots CW, it was nothing.
Yeah.
So, John, you guys are spoiled out there.
Yes, we are, and I'm not going to complain.
Where do you live anyway, Steve? Honestly, I don't know where you live. Where do you live?
Right outside Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay.
I'm right on the coast.
Okay. I know where everybody else lives except for you, so I'll try and remember that.
Yeah.
So.
And I got to get
Southwest flies to Myrtle Beach, so.
Well, come on. And we'll get on the ferry. We'll go out to Fort Sumter and activate that bad boy.
You know, I was teasing about doing a POTA on the road video series. So
get after it.
Really? That sounds
Let me know when.
intriguing.
That would be fun.
So we almost had a clean sweep too, of people. What was that? The Parks on the Air Facebook post. He almost had a clean sweep.
Oh, nice!
Joseph,
Oh, yeah.
November 2 Bravo Tango Delta. Can't remember his name.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not off the top of my head, but yeah, he's worked me a bunch.
Don was the only station I could work over the weekend.
His name is Brian.
Well,
Brian, wasn't it?
Brian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he got all but one, right?
2.
Oh,
he was missing.
Well, you don't
Shane
count
and
and
Scout,
activate.
I think.
Oh, okay, Shane too.
Yeah, I think I have him in my log like 12 or 14 times.
Yeah, he's a big hunter.
Yeah,
he likes to hunt.
Good.
I know I got him obviously at least once, maybe twice.
Yeah, that's Brian Duddy.
Yeah,
and I know he's in my log a few times. So, good guy.
Oh yeah.
I worked a few stations there that I was used to hearing quite a bit.
So I just wanted to give a shout out. I was looking at my logs and online and whatnot, and I've worked November 3 X-Ray Lima Sierra. His name is also Joe. I've worked him I think like 28 times or something like that.
I'm right up there too.
Yeah, and like I have kind of a lot of activator contacts, but nothing like the really big gun. So Southern American stations, and that's the highest count I have. I don't have like a operator to operator award yet or anything like that, but 28 is quite impressive, and he'll always follow me to the different bands. I've got him.
That's awesome.
On 4 bands at one park once. So
I love when guys chase me like that. That's fun.
Jarrett's given me an idea because there's a POTA park that's not far from my house, and I have plenty of cell phone signal there. So he said he may Twitch stream an activation. I may do a YouTube live stream from one of my activations. That would be kind of fun. Then you can see just how much of a pain in the ass it is to set stuff up most of the time.
There you go. Now, since we're talking awards, I'm going to throw it out. I'm looking at the awards site right now on POTA. And there's an award coming for a well-known activator, 9,125 park-to-park QSOs.
Holy cow.
Wow.
Kilo 5 Quebec Bravo Foxtrot, right?
Negative, sir. That would be Kilo Bravo 3. I'll give you that much.
Yeah, I know who you're referring to. Yep.
That's all I had to say, and you guys knew exactly who it was right off the rip.
Oh, definitely.
So, and they also are getting a Eagle's Nest Stalker and Prowler Award, which is hunting the same person at 10 different entities or 15 different entities, depending.
I love working her. She is just.
Yep.
I love great off.
And then our buddy Bo's getting 625 park to parks.
Wow.
Joseph's got 125 coming.
Yeah.
What do I have?
Did it yet, or?
Did I break my 800?
Let me see.
I might be just under 800 park to parks. I think.
I've got a 75 coming.
The one I was really going for this weekend was Gold Activator, which was 30 uniques. And I think I did that. I think I'm at 31 now.
I was going to say, I think you may have hit that. Mike's got quite a few in here. I got a Fox Den, a Bear Cave. Oh, wait. You've been hunting Bo. That's what it is.
Yeah. I've got 540 park to parks, and I'm pretty sure.
Wait, Beer Snack, what's those fingers for? Hold on.
Welcome to Tank Radio. I'm Frank KG5HJ, and you're.
There we go. Is it safe? Is it safe?
Yeah, I muted him. Yeah, it's okay.
He fell out of the chair. He fell out of his chair.
He didn't.
Sorry, Frank. I had to do it.
He fell out of his chair. Was that because of the beans? No.
But I mean, even Frank is getting a number of awards in here.
I am.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
A few weeks ago, we were asking who was going to build the DX Commander first. So who's going to get to a park with their own HF radio first, Tank or Daniel?
I'm not going.
Well, Well,
Tank buddy, it's no competition.
Frank has got an antenna to build. Just saying.
I do.
Hold on.
It's out of the box.
Tank.
Yes.
Between me and you, brother, there's no competition. If you're first, you're first. All right. Listen, I go by the beat of my own drum and at my own timing. So when I'm ready, I'll be there. That's all I gotta say.
For those of you that are trying to join the stream, just wanted to let you know we're at our maximum. So as soon as someone drops out, we'll let you in.
Yeah, give us a couple minutes.
Yeah, Steve. I'm looking at my awards. I'm at 757 park to parks, and so if we add the 38. That'll push me over to the 800 mark. So
you said I'm getting an award?
So let me scroll back down there.
Are you authorized, Steve, to give these awards out right now?
I'm not giving them out. I can see them.
And thanks for swinging by, Jason. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jason.
Are you saying that because I joined?
No, he's probably saying it because I made it the X-Commander.
He's like, okay, bye.
So, Tank, if you check your Discord, actually,
okay,
I believe I posted it in the Tankers.
In the Tankers.
And guys,
don't forget. Post it in Tankers.
Don't forget the new POTA app website. Right-click your name, go down. You can see everything. It does. It sorts everything for you.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Hey, I want to ask Abe. Abe, are you asking for a Molson rant, or are you saying that was a Molson rant? Because if that wasn't a Molson rant,
that's not a Molson rant. We're just waiting. We're waiting.
Yeah, you guys are talking about POTA for an hour and 8 minutes again. Like
All right, everybody, press one in the chat if you just want more. Let's just get it over. Well, let's just get it out.
I want to hear the rant. Please. Rant time. I'm ready.
Press 1 in the chat if you want to hear Molson.
Well, as a matter of
grind
fact,
his gears. Molson's going to grind his gears.
There's so much stuff this week to talk about, guys. So much stuff. Oh,
tell me.
Molson, tell us about it.
I got to pick and choose. There's like, I don't know. Let's talk about ham radio and colonoscopies. How about that? Like, no one ever thought that ham radios and colonoscopies would go together. Now,
is that a channel?
No. Well, if you saw the Yoda channel, there was a thing about that on Yoda.
Yeah, that kid, that was awesome. That kid did a great job.
I got to talk about that.
Hang on, before you talk about that, Scout says he's going to be dropping out real quick because he's got to go, or he wants to drop in and open up a spot for somebody. Shane, man, thank you for everything you did this weekend. Yes, it was awesome.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Scout, thank you, man.
We'll definitely get this again, all right?
Yeah, for sure. I'm already scouting out and planning for the next one. I found a feature that's close.
I like the way you think.
Good man.
The way you think.
So,
good man.
Look
forward to working.
Yeah, again, thanks for letting me hang out and use the call sign.
Anytime,
that was a blast. Man. So I'll catch y'all later.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, brother.
Have a good evening.
Thanks for coming by.
Thank you, brother.
Yep, you bet.
Just scouting.
Listen,
Molson,
for those of you who don't know, so last weekend was the Yoda event. It was a weekend of training for Yoda, and this honestly, I gotta say,
youth
this,
on the air.
The guy, youth on the air.
Yeah,
I gotta say that this guy
from Star Wars.
This kid deserves Ham of the Year award. Okay, I'm just gonna say that this kid took a sign that was available and held it. And what did it say? It said 75. No more colonoscopy stories on 75.
On 75 meters,
right? And like a lot of the comments were like, "Haha, that's hilarious! Thumbs up." And there were some people who were pretty whatever, right? And so all I gotta say is, honestly, if you're offended by a sign like that, maybe, just maybe, you should call your doctor tomorrow because he might have forgot the colonoscope. You know, where it doesn't belong, okay? Because honestly,
or maybe you should schedule one because you're so full of shit.
Schedule one because your 10-year term is coming around.
Mm-hmm. Now listen. Before you hit the thumbs down, I gotta say something, okay? Because there's another side to this story.
What's the other side?
Of all, quit interrupting here. Let me tell you this.
Okay.
Now, some people might think it was in poor taste. And you know what? I thought it was funny. Maybe it should be, not the platform it is. But there's some people who are encouraging the idea of cancel culture. It's a 19-year-old kid who put a friggin' hilarious sign up, which we all think the same thing. Now, yes. The reality is that there are some people who find ham radio is their only way to make contact with people. And that's something we have to realize. And a lot of people don't have families. A lot of people don't have social groups.
That's
Radio is their family and social group. The problem with 75 meters and 80 meters is not the idea that you're talking about your vasectomies and your colonoscopies. The problem is that the reality is that you never let anybody into the conversation. That's the problem with 80 meters.
The reality want to join that conversation.
Tell us how it goes.
Dude, when I got my license, okay, there's the idea of contesting and contacts and rag chewing. And the reality is I like to talk. I'd love to have a conversation with somebody just like that out of the blue. But you sit there forever, and it's like these guys don't let, it's like repeaters. They never allow a point for people to say contact. And the reality is that is the idea of colonoscopies and stuff. Just get the clue. The reason why we use that is because it's actually it's a reflection of a whole other issue. Is that you just don't give the opportunity for people to come into the conversation. As for me, I have to say that I have to understand that people use that as their therapy. People use that for their conversation. And if it talks about colonoscopies, let it be, right? But if you're at the point where a 19-year-old kid holding up a sign, not defaming anybody personally, not calling out anybody personally, is all of a sudden some sort of grievous act that you have to all of a sudden threaten their lives and call for cancel culture on them, please. Like I said, you need to schedule a rectal exam for next week because
Amen.
Lighten up. Lighten up.
Reach it, brother.
That's all I got to say. Don't start me on any of the topics because there's a lot of other topics I can talk about.
Hallelujah.
If you'd like to join the colonoscopy net, that would be on 7.188 at 10 o'clock Central Time.
You want me to tell you about my vasectomy? I'm telling you now, it would be TMI, too much information. And that's the other thing. Some people should realize that there is something considered too much information. When he was putting that scope up my bum, it was hurting so bad. Like, really? Come on.
You were awake for it? Wait a minute.
Awake? If you were awake, there's a problem. You went to the wrong doctor.
For what?
You went to the veterinarian.
Dude, I remember when I was a baby, I was like, don't cut it. I need that. Don't cut it. And I was like...
Oh my God!
But I was awake from my vasectomy. I was. It was not pretty. It's a 10-hour procedure. It took an hour and a half.
Hey, here it is. He's gone full Molson. Nobody ever goes full Molson. Get the movie reference. Get the movie reference, people.
Tropic Thunder.
Well, Daniel, one thing I know for sure, you certainly do go at your own pace and beat your own drum.
Man, you've been holding back.
Man, I can't wait for this COVID thing so you can get out.
We didn't even talk about gout. Gout's the man.
I can't do POTA because I can't walk. My foot's got the gout.
Yeah, you guys want to hear a story? I
can't use my foot pedal. I can't use the foot pedal anymore because of the gout.
You want to hear a story? So I can't.
Thank you to the 43 people who are hanging out for this.
Tell us a story.
Sure. So last Wednesday, my son, he was at my mom's house, my two sons, and they were fighting. And my younger son fell over and he hit his head really hard on the back, right? On the dresser. The next morning, he's throwing up. Okay. But we had takeout that night at my mom's house. So anyways, he's had headaches. He's, his head's hurting. He's dizzy. His eyes hurt. It's going on. 2 days later, my wife takes him to the hospital, right? And so she's like, something's not right. So the doctor's like, everything's fine. It's 3 days later. He's still complaining of headaches. And then all of a sudden I'm like, hey, when was the last time you wore your glasses? He's like, oh, I haven't worn those in a long time.
Wow.
Magically,
everything's fixed now.
And then there's wait. Do you guys have a copay up there, or is it all that universal healthcare kind of stuff up there in Canada?
Universal hair club, baby.
All right.
Moving on. Yes. How about those radios?
I thought you said universal hair club.
So the key
universal hair club.
The moral of the story is always have your glasses. That's the moral of the story.
Mm-hmm. So I don't want to interrupt this train, but I don't know if Jason's still in here. But Jason, thank you for the sticker. Anyway,
yes. Yeah. Did you get
the
three?
A holographic?
I did.
No, he made some really cool stickers.
I left mine in the house, but thank
you. And Izzo, thank you for the sticker.
10-4, good buddy.
Oh my!
By the way,
and Steve, thank you for the sticker.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm going to work my way through these because look at this one. This one's. I don't know where I'm going to put this guy.
I recognize that guy.
I don't know where I'm going to put this guy.
Hey Shane,
Yo.
thank you for the cigars. Thank you for my cigar.
Hey Shane, where's your this side of the where's your this side of the table sticker?
I need to get that one made up. And then we have.
And Mike, I got
this
your
one.
QSL today.
Good.
I don't know if Ham Radio Dude's still here, but dude, thanks for the sticker.
Hey, shut that raining sound off. Or is it really raining there?
Oh, it's really raining there.
That's real.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then some of you might be jealous, but
Yeah, that's really nice. See, that's where I keep saying Ham Radio Clubhouse needs to make a sticker like that.
Joe. Oh, what is this?
I got mine too. Yeah, I was very. Yeah, Ape sent me one, and I was like very happy.
Oh no, that one's good.
Oh,
listen,
Shane,
Dawn. If we make,
I don't.
Dawn, if we make,
Chuck, if you're in the room here, I will trade you. I'll send you 2 this side of the radio stickers.
Or,
hey, Mike, do you want to go just trade up our
the
stickers?
Listen, if we do a Ham Radio Clubhouse sticker, the only way that I think we should do it if it's one of those scratch and sniff ones. You remember when it's like,
what's it gonna smell like?
No. Stop. Next topic.
We could make it smell like. Molson. We could make it smell like your buddy's farm.
See what happens.
And for those in the chat, we are talking. We're just talking right now. We haven't figured out. We are talking about t-shirts and stickers, maybe. So we'll figure something out. And when it comes to Proficient,
Scout has a premiere tonight. So I don't have his link. If someone has his link, drop that in the chat. Or Scout, if you have the link, drop in the chat. He's got a premiere tonight from his POTA from this weekend running the club call. So
is that Central or is that Eastern time?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Central? Okay.
He's Central.
Scout, if you throw it up on the green room, I'll go ahead and post it for you.
Yeah, there you go.
What? Listen,
yes,
Taz. Listen.
Yes, he did.
At the end of the day, imagine this. What does a ham shack smell like? I think this is a really important ham radio conversation. What does if it was
one
Frank,
of 3.
It would be ribs, whiskey, and what else? Farts? Like
I was gonna say stale farts and shame, but I didn't want to go there.
I can tell you what mine smells like.
No, I don't want to know.
No, we're good, thanks.
Colonoscopy.
It smells like maple syrup. That's what it smells like.
Maples.
Ham Radio 2.0 scent cigars.
Yeah, that's not a bad scent.
That's not a bad scent.
So, anyways, I'm not gonna.
There you go. No, there it is.
Jared
Magic smoke.
Was that a random impression?
Depends on what device it came out of.
Hey, Kevin. Every good idea is born with a bad idea. That's all I gotta say. Like when you really think of it. Like really? Hey, that's Kevin, how it started.
Oh, someone's got to mute their stream. That must be.
That was Shane. That was Shane. Is he coming back in?
Yeah, I think he wants to tell us what time. Oh, someone's got to mute their stream. That must be.
That was Shane.
Oh, guilty.
Oh no, he dropped his link over here. Hold on.
Perfect.
All right.
There it is. Posting it now.
Look who finally made it.
Welcome, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
KWD.
We were just talking about you. So, guys, let's move on to the next topic tonight.
We said his name and he shows up. That's what it is.
It's like Beetlejuice.
Right?
So, okay. So there's a little bit of an awkward discussion to have. And it doesn't have to be awkward. But
do I need to go refill my drink first?
It's awkward now. Okay.
No. It's an interesting conversation to have with.
We already talked about scopes up the butt.
I was just gonna say, how much more awkward can you go?
No, so here's an honest question. I like a mix of opinions.
I mean, it is hour number 2. It's expected.
We are the clubhouse, and I want to have everybody in the chat's opinions in here. So, I personally am super proud of what Alex is doing with the call sign and bringing awareness for the Cuba situation and all that. And I know we say don't get political in ham radio, but there's been a lot of comments, most of them good comments, and a lot of people who have been very dismissive or kind of rude and abrupt about it being political. And for me personally, I don't see it as political. I agree with Alex. It's more of a humanitarian situation that's going on, and I support it. And I wanted to know, just on the general, like with who we are here and in the chat, who are involved in this conversation, like if you feel that it is truly, if you think it's political, and honestly, listen, we rant about people, but the reality is that there's always another side. Like the other week, we said, we talked about that there's another side to it. Tonight, with the colonoscopy thing, there's another side to it where people, that is their out. That is their way that they talk to people. Mm-hmm. And that's not a shame. So if you have a different opinion, don't be afraid of it. But if you think it's political, put 1. If you think it's a humanitarian thing, or it's just something that's essential, hit 2. And because the reality is that it's kind of a weird position to be in as amateur operators. If you're just abrupt and you say it's not an issue, then that's how you can be. But I think there's a little bit of a gray zone, and I support it. I personally support it, and I think it's a great thing. And I just wanted to talk about that and kind of chew through it. I honestly, listen, man, I have so much respect for Alex. So you got to realize, if you ever watched one of his interviews, especially the one, they've all been good, but the one with Christian at 100 Watts in a Wire, like Christian is just like Dennis. When he sits down with you and he takes the time, it is such a great conversation.
Oh, I agree.
And this guy escaped Cuba twice. The second time he was 22 days on, I think it was, drank his own urine, which is desperation. And honestly, when you think about it, the vision of freedom brought him to that level. His buddy said, if I go, you can eat me. He gets picked up by the Coast Guard, the Mexican Coast Guard, brought back to Mexico, put in prison, leads a riot. I didn't believe it when I heard it. He led a riot and a standoff of a food strike in the prison. I looked up the newspaper articles, 100% true. Broke out of prison, not just run away. He went and hid in a hotel across from the state police because he knew the guy's a genius. He knew they wouldn't look so close to the state police. Then he walked over 1,000 kilometers, which in your miles, it's like 700 something miles, to the American border and came across and requested asylum. And then the guy, not only that, he did the kidney for Papa. And that this guy is a man of passion. This guy is a man of love. This guy, and I have so much respect for him. And then what he's doing right now, bringing awareness, honestly, I listen, I take my hat off to Alex. And I think that is, like, when I see people who are defaming, or I think there was a Vice article that was a little questionable that went out there. And honestly, I just got to say, Alex, keep doing what you're doing, man. Because I'll be honest with you. There's a lot of, I read an article, there's a lot of interpretations of what communism and all that are. But if I was in that situation and there was a voice of hope who was bringing information to me and my family, like, that would mean something. And honestly, listen, when the police are killing people and arresting them and putting them in prison for so long, this is everything that the United States stands against.
Yeah.
Everything. It's in your Declaration of Independence, right? And so, like, this is, in my opinion, something that amateur operators should support. You don't have to do it, but don't discourage it. That's all I have to say.
Absolutely.
No, I got to agree with Anime on this one. She posted in there, Alex is badass. And I'm
absolutely
badass.
Back that 100%.
100%. I want to meet that guy in person. The rest of you are just chopped liver. I want to meet Alex.
Thanks, bro.
Oh, thanks.
Love you too.
As a Canadian, this is everything the United States stands for.
Coming from the guy from Canada with the colonoscopy.
I think Steve hit it. I think Steve hit it well. He said it's a political issue with humanitarian ramifications.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Seriously, Molson, thank you.
You can't deny the political side to it. There's always going to be some sort of political twist to it, but it's more of a humanitarian than it is a political. It just stems from such a horrible situation that those people are in. So
it's unfortunate he's been getting that bad feedback, not only on the YouTube videos, but I actually worked him tonight, and he was getting, speaking of jamming, he was getting transmitted over the top of by somebody who was recording him from earlier, like calling CQ. So it just threw that whole frequency off. I mean, he was basically fighting this other guy, trying to make contacts. He kept QSYing 2 or 3 times, and it was tough to break through that. It's unfortunate that people are doing that.
Yeah. Yesterday there was, I guess, somebody from the Cuban government or something, and trying to talk over him, trying to tell him what you're doing is wrong and whatnot. And
really,
Mike, when we get when you get QRM doing a POTA, you just ignore it and they'll go away. And I guess the guy was just so persistent that he was talking right back to Alex.
Yeah. I think it's important to distinguish that Alex has changed what he's doing. Like, the reality is that there is a legal Cuba is part of the ITU, right? And as one of the codes as operators is that we cannot have conversations with people in a place if the country does not want that to happen. But that's not what he's doing. What he's doing is he's having a conversation with people in the United States and abroad who are allowed to talk to him, and he's explaining the situation to them. He's letting them know the news, and if by chance people in Cuba are tuning in, that's not on him. And I know some people will consider that a gray zone, but that is exactly what's happening. And so he's not, in my opinion, he's not having a conversation. And listen, if you think he is, those people are fearing for their lives if they come back to him. So, he's not having a conversation with people in a country who do not want it. He's having a conversation, and if those people happen to hear it, and if you want to consider that loopholes and whatever, that's exactly what it is. Let's call it. And you know what? You got to milk it.
The FCC has granted AM stations down in Florida. They've granted them waivers for the 10. I think it's 10. You can only run 10,000 watts or 10,500 watts for a broadcast AM station at night. That they have granted them use of 25,000 watts just to overcome the jamming, and that the jamming's been going on for years on the AM band. But it's now that it's become such a bigger problem because now they're jamming the ham bands. But yeah, I mean the federal, our the FCC has said, hey, you know what? Normally at night, AM radio stations you can't broadcast over 10,000 watts, but the ones down in Florida, you guys 25,000 watts, kick it.
Who's that YouTuber? Killer Oscar 4 Whiskey Lima, is it KO4 or something? He did a good.
Man, I've worked him before.
He did a good explanation of that. It's nothing new, but obviously there is stuff new, not in the jamming, but it is something like Shane was saying. It's something that's been around for a while, but regardless,
A0LWC.
Yeah, I don't know, something like that.
Yeah,
and Kevin's got a point too. Kevin's got a point too that it's not just in their own country. It's hey, you're interfering outside of your own country. So
excellent point, Kevin. Right.
It's worldwide. There's people. There's a QRZ post that they did where people are reporting where they're hearing the interference, and it's global. It's Germany. It's Europe. It's they're not just affecting just Cuba. They're affecting the entire planet. With this thing called propagation that I'm sure they're not aware of, but
Or care.
All right.
Bum, bum, ba-dum.
I just gotta
be in trouble, boys.
Are you ready for this?
250,000 watts.
Do it.
Are you ready? Here we go.
Hi,
Kat.
What's up, Dixie?
Hey.
What does that mean?
You're not at Roadhouse tonight?
No.
Oh, okay.
But she is wearing her brand new she's wearing her brand new T-shirt though.
She's rocking that new shirt.
Nice. Nice.
It's glitter. It's glittery.
Oh, I'm definitely
there you
not
go.
it.
It's been bedazzled.
It's not necessarily dazzled.
I can't do glitter.
Well,
Remember
It messes up the washing machine.
Glitter is the herpes of the arts and crafts world.
Yes, it is.
Last time I came home with glitter, I was in trouble.
That's because you were.
We won't. No.
Talk about any of that.
Keep her moving.
By someone named Daisy. Yeah.
Back it up.
Rewind.
Back it up.
What's going on?
Nothing. Nothing. Take.
I got a drink. It's not blue.
What do you got?
Daily strawberry daiquiris.
What is it? Daiquiri in a box? Daiquiri in a...
strawberry daiquiri in a bag.
It's one of them nasty daiquiris in a thing.
I won't believe you're drinking it unless it's in a Rudy's cup, Frank.
Mike says glitter adds 12 dB. Mike, will you test that for us? Because I'm not going to test that.
To what, Mike?
I want to see Mike in a Dixie DX shirt with glitter on it. That's what I want to
Hold on.
Then maybe I could hear him in Connecticut.
Which mic are we talking about here?
Mike, come on the stream if you want.
Exactly, Jarrett. It's an adult Capri Sun.
I might get him one.
Uh-oh.
I'll get him one made that has just Dixie DX all glitter across it.
Yes.
With Ham Harder on the back.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you say, Mike?
I was thinking of something different, but I'll keep my mouth shut.
Oh. No. Here we go. It should be bedazzled. That says POTA Daddy across the back.
I was thinking that too.
Uh-huh.
Mike, check Discord.
Yep. So, Dan, awesome points. It is definitely something big. And yes, Don and everybody, the ITU needs to step in on this because it is, it is a big thing that is going everywhere. It's not just for them. It's bad enough that it's happening, but now it's affecting like everybody else. Come on. Time to say, all right, knock it off. But whatever.
Yep. Sorry to get the political with the stream here, but
don't be.
I just show love to Alex.
Yeah, I don't think it was political.
Not at all. No.
It touches on political, but it's awareness.
It's just awareness.
Listen, just like colonoscopies, it's awareness. Men's health is important. We want to live to be old. Very simple.
Mm-hmm. But going back to the fun weekend, Don, what was going on between us? We literally had the antenna pointed right at you, slamming 100 watts. We couldn't.
I don't know if you guys moved the antenna. Man. I don't know. All of a sudden, I had a little park noise, but still. But all of a sudden, Mike just came right up. I finally heard him, and it was like nice to hear Mike. Let me tell you, I love working Mike. Mike is just, and then it was Jason, and then it was you, and
we were kind of lined up trying to back it real fast to just slam that contact through, but then as soon as Mike's contact made it, just went boosh.
Hey, before we continue, again, we have a couple of other people who are wanting to come in. And don't want to be rude. They've offered. They volunteered. Mm-hmm. But Mike and Joe, you guys did an amazing this weekend to represent the Ham Radio Clubhouse.
Thank
you so much for doing that. Thank you for being here tonight and talking with us. And
anytime.
You guys are awesome. I like Joseph a little bit better now. No, Joseph's.
Wow.
Once again, I got to clarify. Joe and I have a running little rant with each other, joking, but he's a good guy. I appreciate him, and
at least that's what Daniel tells me.
Molson, if he came to your house and if he wanted to borrow a shovel, would you allow him? Would you give him a shovel?
I'll dig the hole for him, and I'll push him in.
I didn't mean it that way.
There you go.
He's already got the lime.
All right.
Now we're gonna do a POTA together. And honestly, I gotta just say, Joseph. You said you were going to come to Ottawa area just shortly after field day. And so if you're going to say who's going to be first, me or Frank, it really lies on you to make me first. That's all I got to say.
Oh,
you said you were going to come.
Gauntlet really thrown down.
You guys
Yes.
better tape that. You guys better tape that.
All right, Joseph, Mike, man, thank you very much. It was awesome.
Thank you guys so much.
Great guys.
Great to hear y'all this weekend.
Daniel will finish this later.
You want to take this to the Discord? Let's do it.
There you go. Take it a whole.
Can you imagine those guys had a pavilion, one on one side, 30 feet away will be the other guy.
Right.
See you later, guys.
See you, buddy.
All right, guys, thank you.
So whoever was trying to come in now. You know you have the link somewhere.
All right. Oh. That
was intense.
Wow.
That was intense.
Wow.
It's intense.
Good. That's good.
So Dixie, what's going on with you?
Nothing. Actually, I have a special guest tonight on my show.
Oh. Wait a minute. Whoa.
Drum roll.
Like we're your special guest every week. So
Well,
are we being replaced?
Chase, you're not talking that kind of special, okay?
Haven't seen before COVID. The last time I saw them was, I believe, 2009. No, was it December 2019? No, it might have been. Yeah, it was 19.
Long time ago.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I actually went drinking with this person at Straight to L and Lone Goose.
Roadhouse.
And I've got to bring out the Fireball tonight. So.
Oh.
Ew.
Hey.
I'm gonna miss that.
They drink it. So it's customary to do what your guest wants.
So who's the guest?
True.
I can't say who the guest is.
Give us a hint.
Well, that's how you promote the stream.
Yeah.
No, but it's
male or female?
Like,
okay, let's go.
Are they in person or are they virtual?
Everybody will jump on it then.
Yeah, virtual or in person?
It's gonna be virtual.
Male or female?
Okay.
Male.
Ham radio operator or non-ham radio operator?
Yes to your question.
Is it that guy?
It's that guy.
Is that guy?
It's that guy.
That's who it is.
No, I don't think Mike drinks Fireball, so.
I hope not.
Sure.
And I have respect for Mike.
It's not
There's
something
nothing wrong
I
with Fireball.
Unless he
actively
drinks
purchase,
Fireball.
but yeah, I'll drink it. I don't care.
I have to say, if it's hanging around the campfire, yeah, pass it around.
So,
I'll just
Still
pass
whiskey.
by.
hold on. Let me pull up the pictures my friend sent me of the shirts she made. I saved them actually. And one of the images is Dixie DX in full pink glitter.
Ooh.
Wow.
Now, see, I might actually rock that one.
What?
I would make the exception for that one.
I want a pink Ham Harder hat.
You go talk
Then
to
there's this one.
Talk to anime. She's got them.
Now,
Anime,
see,
if you're
that
still
one
in here,
was
hit me
over
up.
here.
I'll pay for it. I want a pink one.
Kat, well, is that available over in just this section of the shirt?
You mean like making one smaller right here?
Yeah, left.
Yeah,
right.
I can do that.
and
I
glitter
let her
for
do
Izzo.
that. But see, what she did is, she tried bleaching a shirt for me,
I don't see
and
pink.
it didn't. The middle part didn't bleach out like it needed to do,
Mm-hmm.
so she messed up on it. Oops. She messed up on it.
Who's off on an adventure?
I was about to say.
Hey, who took off?
No,
Who's going to the north?
It
Next
messed
POTA
up. It
adventure.
didn't, like sublimate like it needed to. So yeah, it did not sublimate like it needed to.
Hey, we're here. We're here.
I know. And I'm gonna call him later.
Press one in the chat if you want to hear Molson give Kat StreamYard instructions.
Okay,
Ooh.
so basically it's messed up in the middle. So what she did is this shirt right here. It's either this one or the glitter one. She took. No, I don't think it was either one of those. Never mind. But anyway, she took it and she made it this way. So I think this is actually the guy's shirt that she made. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I think so. I don't know. She made me one with glitter, full glitter. The other one's going to have the other one on it. I don't know. But she sublimated this. So she took the white glitter and then she sublimated that. So
very cool.
Question.
There you go.
Looks very nice on you.
What's sublimation?
Basically, it's what they do is they.
Jared, I'm with you on there, buddy.
Printed it out on sublimation paper, and she flips it over on the shirt, and then she heat presses it. So it's similar, like direct to print to t-shirts, like one of my former friends did.
Mm-hmm.
Actually has a business for it in Huntsville. I used to go help them out at night with those.
Nice.
But this is sublimation, so it's just a cheaper version of that. Because those
Did anybody
around $7,000 to $10,000 used.
Where is your store, Dixie? Do you have a web store?
My stuff is actually on Ham Radio 2.0's website. This shirt that he made. And I asked her to. I bought shirts. I sent them to her, and she said that she would do it. So I told her I'll send you the logos. So this is her trying this out because she's never sublimated on a shirt before that was like this.
Don, I agree with you. I have a KMRD shirt that is in dry wick, and it is amazing in Texas.
Yes. Yo, Shane, speaking of KMRD, how did you let him beat us on Saturday with contacts?
And he did it in how many? And he did it in what? How many minutes? 2?
He just comes
because I took the time to Elmer and to mold new ham radio operators.
You couldn't use the clip ball for that.
I put the time away from that in order to mold these new impressionable ham radio operators. I didn't just sit there and just knock them out, although I was impressed. Thanks, Mike.
You did
that
a
was
great
freaking
job,
awesome, actually.
Let's be honest. It was a question of bad communication. Last week, Mike said $1 a contact. People thought that he was going to pay them $1 a contact.
Oh, right, that's right,
and that's why. That's exactly why. But we got to clarify that you have to pay him $1 per contact. And Mike, you got to put your audio up. Oh, I can put you up.
See, this is what happened to the shirt that she originally bleached.
Ooh.
It didn't bleach right. So
the link to Dixie's shirts are in the chat, by the way. Thank you, Jason.
Yes. These were just my helping out a friend figure out her stuff. So she actually did it for me as a favor. So
we ought to say, Mike's, Jason's website has some fantastic shirts of everybody.
Oh yes,
everybody. So
there's a couple of KMRD shirts in there. I got the Happy Skull shirt. So
I can't confirm or deny I didn't recently buy one of those shirts.
Go to the
there you go.
Our website. Everyone,
hey Mike, speak.
Get your summer apparel.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
There we go.
I'll bring you up a little bit more.
I'll bring you up on my devices. So
there, I put you up.
Got to be on your side.
You're at 200%, buddy.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I need to ham harder.
Yeah. Maybe you need to wear a smoking ape shirt next time you come on the
stream. It's up a little bit more now.
There you go.
And for those that think Mike's audio is weak, just turn the volume up on your computer.
Yeah. Just crank it.
Hey, Frank, do your intro.
Woo! So, did you enjoy this weekend, Mike, man? You were there.
Dude, I had
the whole time. Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Absolute blast.
That was a lot of fun. Thank you, Jason, for putting that on.
Yes.
And it looks like there's about to be some Smoke Signals RF shirts going to the Ham Radio 2.0 store.
Jason, we have been consulting.
You have heard it first here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I do. Yeah. No, so.
See, I would totally wear a pink Ham Harder hat.
Well, why don't you just get you one, Shane?
Well, I'm trying. Anime done reached out.
That's what I did.
Is that how you spell? Listen, I was looking at that the other stream. Is that how you spell anime? Because it's a name. Like, I guess, like, so how do you spell anime? Like the real anime? I gotta Google.
Wait, like anime, like the Japanese cartoon?
Yeah,
it's spelled HENTAI.
Hey, so she fooled us all because she just said somebody's like, "Hey, what's your name, Wild Cascadia?" A name. Oh, anime, cool.
Anime, you got him going. Congratulations, you got him going.
But I'm right.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Shane. Thank you, guys.
You
got him going.
I do what I can, man. I do what I can.
I might get her to.
And it's raining again in Mississippi.
Put the X on the other side.
Joe's gonna be soggy when he has to walk back to the house.
Right.
It's raining over here too, Joe. So don't feel bad.
Does Joe wear Crocs?
Yeah, so God, I hope not.
I hate Crocs.
He does wear. Oh,
they're kind of like Crocs.
Kind of like Crocs.
They are
Barefoot.
Crocs.
I'm barefoot.
Croc sandals.
There you go.
Yeah, okay.
I lost a little bit of respect. It's okay.
No. He can kick back with that 705 those Crocs any day.
At least they're fabric and they're not all plastic.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
That is true. It's not that molded stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That's okay. That adds 3dB to the 705.
So Mike, we've decided that next time we run the Whiskey 2 HRC call sign, we're going to run at least 1,000 watts of power. So if we do that in this fall, I'm going to bring my generator down and we'll run a flex or something like that with a mercury attached to it.
That'd be awesome.
There you go.
And then for the plaque event next year, we're going to have several stations running a kilowatt of power for about 36 hours just to make sure we cover the entire time.
Hey, Don, while you're out there, I know because you're listening, how much power did that Mercury 3 put out with the 705? I know you did a quick on that one, but
6. It was 6.
600 watts?
600.
Wow. He hooked the Mercury 3 up to a 705?
Yeah, why not?
That's awesome.
Because you can.
That's awesome.
Exactly.
I told him he should have brought the Mercury 3 up to the park this weekend. We had shore power.
James, if you're running a DX Commander, it won't melt.
Yeah, definitely need DX Commanders. Izzo, were you running a DX Commander on Saturday?
TN07 wire and a
infed half wave, yeah.
Infed half wave but I ran it as an inverted V, and man, I was struggling, and I'm like, I think it's you, and I didn't want to be one of those idiots who just guesses, but man, thank you.
Well, you should have.
You know.
We tried so long to work you.
We could have got him on 40.
That's okay.
I should have got the infed out and put it up. We could have got him on 40 easy.
Yeah,
Mike, I got you.
I know. For some reason, I couldn't log the stroke VE3 on hammers though. It was weird. It wouldn't. I'm hitting enter to save it, and it wouldn't save it. So
Jarrett's in the chat
because when it did it for me on when I was doing it on Sunday. I got Don and I got Daniel.
It did it for me whenever
but he was stroke VE3.
VA3.
Like the stroke 1, stroke whatever that worked.
Those worked, but the VEs didn't work.
No.
VA. Or VA. Sorry.
Whatever it was.
I'm sorry.
Well, the VA doesn't work,
Molson.
but that's a whole other story.
Right. I'm sorry, Molson. I didn't mean to insult you.
That's a whole different.
Please don't rant about me.
Oh, you're next, Shane. Get ready.
I know, right?
Pull up the log. I'll tell you.
I'm getting
I put it in the notes so I could fix it later. I haven't uploaded the log yet.
That's okay. You don't have to.
I won't.
That's right.
I was just like,
I gotta add stuff from my phone though. I gotta do all that manually.
Bucky's.
So it's coming.
There you go.
Jarrett's told us that it's coming where it's going to cloud sync. So when you get back into civilization, all of your devices should sync together.
Jason.
That'd be great.
Canada broke hammer.
What was the call sign?
Whiskey 2, Hotel Romeo Charlie.
Okay, I wonder if that was this one. Let's see.
So I did have the last call that I got at the last park. It wouldn't log for some reason, and I posted it over in Jared's community page. But when I got to the house, I cleared it out and hit it again. It worked
because he wanted to run. He wanted to run MRD. He wanted to run MRD.
See, I got to stop here. So Scout, I'm going to put this. Molson needs to rename his channel. We build, we learn. So learn how to write. We rant. We rave. Okay. So I don't want to become known as the ranter. I just don't shy away from talking about conversations that other people want to talk
raving,
about.
Like
press 1 in the chat if you want to hear both.
So I'm not going to do no more rants.
The angry OMs.
No more rants from Molson.
I just went into the log. I went into the log and edited the contact, and it saved at that time. So, but it wouldn't. It
had
wouldn't
to be a
Game was sitting right next to me. You were watching. It wouldn't. It wouldn't save. So,
I've had that happen a few times.
Terrible app. I'm going to install it.
Yeah, right. You've got an Easter egg in yours.
Paper logs.
So
I'll tell you what, that was really awesome seeing all those people out at the event, and everyone had hammers on their phone. Like we're all just standing there waiting to get the microphone, and everyone's just holding their phone waiting.
There was a line.
Awesome.
There was a line behind the mic, and everyone's like, "What's his call sign? Where's he at? What park's he at? What was that signal report?" And then it's like when they finally get to their section,
stand by for the next operator.
Exactly.
Stand by for the next operator. Stand by. How many y'all got out there?
What do you think? That guy on 17, man.
Serious question for you guys. I was using hammers on the iPad. On the phone, do you guys find it easier, or is it just personal preference?
I haven't used it on the iPad because mine are too old, so I use my laptop. But it's not hard on the phone at all. Now I didn't work.
I use mine on the iPad, but I have the MRD Bluetooth keyboard.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the only issue I had with it was that I put in my call, put in club call, and somewhere like halfway through it just kicked out, and every single thing came up under the club call, and I had to redo the ADIF. So that was the only issue I had with it. And it was the latest, it was the latest push for
Master, thank God.
Windblows. Yep. So. But yeah, no, it's awesome app. It does.
We
had
amazing
things.
We had so much fun. I mean, I thoroughly love getting people who aren't licensed to get on HF. I love getting them on HF because once you get them on HF, they're hooked.
Yeah,
like just
what
like
was that guy's name, Chris.
Especially on that weekend.
There was Scott. Scott was one.
Yeah.
And I can't remember Brian's son's name. I think it was it Justin or Scott? I don't remember. I got that. I have a bad case of CRS. Can't remember shit. So
the guy that you were with when I first came up, and when I first got there, who was I think he's a technician, and he's like,
he's from Denton. He's from Denton and came over, and he was just I think he's going to be upgrading to his general soon. I told him as soon as you're ready, you let us know. We'll get a VE session set up. We've got somebody who can do that for you through the clubhouse. So and we have
column right here. These three guys
right here.
Those guys over there that do it for you.
I actually think it's it might. Again, I'm gonna throw it out there. I think POTA is a lot easier for again, Shane, what you're saying, teaching somebody new like that, HF versus field day. I think POTA is a lot easier because you can control a little more and.
Yeah, Don, the state police was great.
Not a weekend where everything
is not you. It was N5SKT. You were talking about the state police that came up and talked to us about our beverages.
The biggest takeaway from this event was always bring red Solo cups.
Yeah, or Yeti
or cat cups. Cat cups.
Cat cups.
And make sure you bring the 705 to at least it's on display.
So at least it's on display. Right. There's a 705 that we're not using.
So Dixie, are you streaming tonight?
Yes, I'm streaming tonight.
Okay, and you told us who your special guest was. Who was it again?
Yeah.
I forget.
I didn't say who it was.
No, you told us.
See, here, guys, I've seen this before, okay? She's afraid of getting stood up. So if she tells who it is, if she says who it is,
shots fired.
She falls on her face.
Afraid of getting stood up.
Shots fired.
Nobody
exactly, Joe.
I'll stand them up.
So,
Oh,
somebody move the boxes around. Put Molson and Cat right next to each other.
Is that right?
Dixie DX, Narcissist Radio.
There you go.
So, and then Scout 75, our buddy Shane has a video premiering in about 35 minutes. So pick and choose your poison, one or the other. And we're gonna go enjoy
dual
it.
tabs.
And don't forget
dual tabs.
Dual tabs, and there's team replay too, so you can listen to it again. And anyways, Dixie's first 30 minutes is her just playing with her hair. So you don't have to worry about it.
No, she comes on our stream to get ready for her stream. You know.
I mean,
our stream's the warm up stream.
I didn't realize how bad it was.
Just get this haircut.
I know.
Bottle of shampoo lasts me like a year.
Exactly, Mike.
Look, I'm going to be growing my hair out for
Mike and I use the same barber.
I approve. Long hair. I like long hair.
You like long hair?
Yes.
Thanks, Hank.
I like my women bald. Where's that? Who is that? Who is that? Sinead O'Connor. That could be perceived in two ways, I suppose.
I like
exactly. What time are you going live? Cat, what time are you going live tonight?
In 3 minutes.
Oh,
okay, well, we got another 45 minutes of the live stream going on tonight. I'm joking.
To the 48 of you guys who are hanging out with us, thank you so much.
He goes, someone's priorities are whack if you guys put Cat on the top row.
I agree.
I mean, hold on. Wait a minute. That could be fixed.
Yeah.
Top left.
But Dixie, I have a question for you. When are you going to get... So what's the plan with you and Rhea? Is that going to happen? And when's
That's
that going to happen?
I believe our first show is actually this Thursday.
Awesome.
At 7 p.m. Central or when?
It's going to be my time. So I think it's going to be 8 o'clock my time.
Are you Eastern or are you Central?
Well, me and her have been flipping back and forth on it, so I'm gonna get details more tomorrow.
Okay,
we're looking forward to it.
What time zone are you in right now?
Oh, Jason said, "Nice work, Shane, for switching me around."
I do what I can.
Just see what his reaction is. Put me on the top row.
I mean, what's wrong with me being on the top row? I mean, I am a girl.
But Dixie, you know that.
So wait a minute. Why should girls always be on the top row?
Dixie, you know that. Jokes aside.
Why can't I be where Molson's at? Or heck, why can't I be where Izzo's at and be center?
Why does it matter?
Why you always got to be the center of the conversation?
Be happy where you at.
So Dixie, I just want to let you know. Jokes aside, we're all fully in support of a YL show. We need it on YouTube. We love having you on to talk about yourself, and
Sorry,
honestly, we were really looking forward to your show coming out with Rhea, and obviously your live streams every week. Don't take our banter and our joking as an insult. You're awesome. So.
Unless it comes from Molson.
And unless it's
I appreciate Molson.
Unless it's a colonoscopy and you're still awake.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah,
Molson
Joseph,
will bite you, and then I'll fix your wound. Okay, I'll bite you, then I'll dress your wound. Okay, that's how I work. So,
yeah, Joseph. I think Izzo almost dropped his cigar.
Dr. Molson.
Bye, guys.
Have a good one.
Oh, right,
bye.
Yep, and she's
that
out.
was abrupt.
Wow, she said I'm out of here.
She's like, pace.
She's got to go start her stream.
I just scared her off. Wow.
No, she basically said to you, "Bye, Felicia." She was out here.
No, she's getting ready for his stream. So, Shane, take it away, buddy.
Yeah. Well,
what am I doing?
Well, we're gonna close up so she can have her show.
Gotcha. All right.
We're gonna wrap.
All right. Yeah. Thank you.
Which I've been trying to hit for 10 minutes.
Fantastic. Shut up. Fantastic weekend of POTA, Mike. Thanks for coming out. Jason, thanks for helping us get that set up. Or thanks for renting the damn pavilion. That was awesome. Mm-hmm. But anyway, thanks for anyone who worked us this weekend. Those of you who worked the Ham Radio Clubhouse call sign, thank you so much. Next week, we're going to have another live stream at 7 p.m. Central Time. So if you don't have anything to do, come join us.
Shane, let me interrupt you.
We do have something to do.
Yeah.
Come over anyway.
because you may have thrown something my way.
Okay.
A little friendly competition.
Was it a nugget?
As it were. It could be a Bucky's. What are they? Beaver nuggets or something?
Yes.
Beaver nuts.
Beaver nuts. I had a friend in high school named Mike Bevernitz, and we called him Beaver Nuts.
Nice.
That's funny.
Why do you think we call Dan Beer Snack? It's close enough.
So Shane put his foot in his mouth, and he's gonna have to try and back this up. He challenged me to a POTA throwdown.
And got smoked
on my video last night in the comments.
Yes,
so,
I did.
I don't know if we should do this soon, if we should wait for the fall Support Your Parks event. But it's game on, brother.
You're limited to 20 meters. That's all.
That's fine.
Okay. Listen, well, the Ham Radio. The Ham Radio
That's
Clubhouse.
not a limitation for me, buddy.
Right. Depends on what time of the day it is.
Hold on. He's like, wait. He's like K6ARK. As soon as he puts his call sign out there, they just flock to him. That's the point. He doesn't need vocab. He doesn't need anything. They just flock to him.
These guys insisted on spotting me too. I'm like, don't
do
watch.
it.
So, Mike, what you got to do is you have to have even playing field to really gauge who's the better one. So, what I say is you run a Whiskey 2 Hotel Romeo Charlie station, and Shane will run one, and then we'll see who's the better of the two.
But we can't be in the same section. That's the thing.
I think
he's Michigan. He's Michigan. He's got an
He lives in Texas.
Who gives a crap?
I want Mike to invite him. I want Mike to redo it as Christopher Walken and tell him how to.
CQ POTA. CQ POTA. Calling
you.
There it is.
Does anyone want to?
Yeah.
I got to brush up on my walking. It's
not this pile up.
Not good.
Not pile up.
Insane.
Very nice.
How many people yelling at once? Take your turn, little man.
Hazel, answer me.
Give your full call sign. If you don't, stab you in the face. Soldering iron.
Very nice.
Well done.
Jason K at TSG. No, you can fly down to Texas. I'm on limited funds now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right.
I've been looking for. There's a couple places, Mike, that we get set up. But yes, we should totally do that. And whenever you want, whether it's August, September, October, whether it's a special event or not, let me know.
I mean, we can just meet halfway. And like
there's a couple of parks down there.
Like next weekend, whenever it can just be you and me, mano a mano, in a POTA fisticuffs.
It'll be a POTA off.
Tie your wrists together, 10 feet of coax.
Mike's limited to a 6 amp hour battery. I get the 30 amp hour battery.
Dude, I've made so many. I've made so many contacts.
Stop while you're ahead.
I'll bet you a cigar, he'll still kick your ass.
Jason will come down and film it, he's saying.
There you go.
That means Frank will be coming too.
Hold on. We have an island we're supposed to activate. Jason said he has a boat, and there's an island we're supposed to activate
Jason has a
down
boat?
near you.
Let's do it.
Oh, there you go.
Neither of you have worked pileups for 12 hours straight from Costa Rica. You're exactly right, Mike. I only worked a pileup for a couple of hours, and that was in Oklahoma. So, not Costa Rica.
Dixie's got my brother from another mother, Eric Hofer.
Yes.
And I am Mike Dahlhofer.
Oh.
That's how you say my last name. Yeah.
Very nice.
Not POTA Daddy, oddly enough. Not my last name. Not my Christian name.
Ham Harder POTA Daddy.
Yeah.
Pimp Daddy.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. It was an awesome time. We will definitely be here next week at 7 p.m. or you know what, the better time, 8 p.m. Eastern. Thank you.
7 p.m. Central.
You know, growing up, I always thought when they said it was 8 p.m., you know, and then 7 Central, that it was always like 7:30. So, but everybody have a good night. Thanks for being, thanks for hanging out with us, and
thanks for listening to me rant.
73.
73.
Bye, everybody.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye, everybody. Play that outro music.